here we go. So he put out, I can't remember what the album's called. I mean, if you can bring it up. But he released the first single, Me and Your Mama, about a week ago.
Jungle Bees Radio, Season 1, Episode 6.
Yeah. That's me trying to be terrible. Push team. Alex is a better thing. I dig that shit. I'm energized as fuck today. I'm normally tired as shit, but I'm on my fucking wave today.
He released 2 singles. One, Awaken My Love.
Oh, no, Awaken My Love is the album name. The first one was Me and Your Mama, and the second one that he released 2 days ago. Yeah, and they're very different tracks.
I haven't heard Redbone, and I don't want to.
Why not? You want to keep with the album?
It's only 11 tracks.
That's good.
It's only 11.
Do it.
All right.
I mean, I'm a big fan, so I can't say no to that shit, but Me and Your Mama, beautiful. The intro, quite long, but I kind of like that. Kind of weird because I was saying before about that, but I think it really works. It's like the slow piano. I think it's more the fact that Childish Gambino is really like making you think, what the fuck is he going to do? Is he going to rap? Is he going to sing? But then like he switches it up and these real like sort of staticky guitars just come in like real Hendrix inspired, and he just comes in with these real soul like sort of singing, and it's like real sort of distorted, and it's just so damn fucking beautiful. So this is the intro here right now.
And right now, at this point, I don't know what to expect. Like,
yeah, I didn't either.
Like, he's real soulful. He like puts kind of the listener to sleep. This is nice. I fall asleep to this.
Oh yeah, I fucked to this.
A really beautiful sample.
And especially for people that aren't huge fans of Gambino. I had a few people that were like, oh, I don't really dig his shit. I'm like, just listen to this. You'll probably like it. And even like Anthony Fantano liked this shit. And for those who don't know Anthony Fantano, he can't stand Childish Gambino.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like Camp, he gave like a 1. Because the internet, he gave like a 3. Like he just can't stand him. I can understand why, because he has a lot of cheesy lyrics and a lot of the stuff he talks about, like just the way, it's just not the way that he likes his sort of shit written. Whereas what?
Donald Glover, I bet he doesn't give a fuck. Why?
Oh,
because he's a master of many crafts.
He is.
He's an artist.
He just finished Atlanta with his brother and got his brother on the ball with that ish, and then like straight afterwards he's like, oh, by the way, I got this album coming out soon. Here's the track list, bang single. I don't know when it's dropping.
Comedian.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be doing much of that anymore.
But you're saying it's on the resume.
Yeah, it's on the resume,
right? He's performed stand-up.
He's written. He's written for shows.
He has?
Yeah, he wrote for 30 Rock.
Oh shit, that's where he started.
Yeah. He wrote for. He probably would have helped with Community, but I'm pretty sure.
Actor. All like relatively successful that many people would dream of even touching that. So then he adds this little guitar sample, and now it starts building.
And you're probably sitting there going, "Man, this is some other singer," but like, there's other singers, but in here is Donald Glover,
right.
And then he goes solo, and like he has that whole massive like funk sort of feel to it.
I didn't think it was him.
Yeah, until you like about here, I was just like, "Is it him?" And now I'm like, "Yeah, it's him."
He's screaming. He sounds like he's in pain. He sounds like he's passionate at the same time.
Yeah, it's like he's in pain but having the time of his life at the same time. Like he's enjoying it. And
I never heard him like this.
And I really want to know what the album cover stands for. Because if you watch Atlanta, his show, in the day that he released the first, not the single, the album, when he released the albums coming out, the episode of Atlanta showed this album cover in the background in the episode. Like, because the episode was about him.
Really? It must have been one of the last episodes.
Yeah, it was episode 9.
Ah, I'm not up to that one.
I think it's the one where, I don't want to ruin it for you, but pretty much him and his girlfriend's trying to get a new job. She's trying to get in with some better people. And so one of her good friends is like real rich, has like a white husband. The husband's like really like, he's into like in hip hop, like he was raised in Africa. He like is into the whole black culture thing. And so it's just plays on sort of that for a bit. That's what I'm going to tell you, so I'm going to spoil it. But the picture shows that of the album cover as he announces it and he shows it. So I just love how people do that sort of thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, you got to love those little.
And I don't want to. And with the next single, Redbone, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's completely different to this.
That makes me inquisitive.
Completely different. So I'm really excited for what Gambino's going to do. Like, this is 2 tracks he's put out from 11. And I'm super excited because I absolutely love when artists switched up. Because from Camp to Royalty to Because of the Internet, Camp was him doing what he's always wanted to do and tell his story. Royalty was just him being like, cool, I've made it. I'm going to group up with a heap of rappers because I'm in the rap scene now. I'm excited. I've never really been here. Features, beats, working with heaps of different producers as rappers. Like, that's just him just enjoying himself, Royalty. And then because the internet is him being like, cool, I've already told the story of Camp, more about me. This is more about like a concept now. It's a concept about the boy. Because if you know about Because of the Internet, he wrote a script to it as well. So if you look on the internet to Because of the Internet, you didn't know this? He wrote a whole script for the album. So with each track, he wrote something for you to read as you listen to the album, and it's timed with it. So by the time you read it, so by the time you finish reading it, it will go on to the next track, and the next part of the story will continue. Like the whole album is made to something he's written.
That's so intense. How was that included in the album?
It's written on it. It should be written on the back. And also, well, I got the deluxe version, so it came with it. So I got to read it, but it's like it's nothing like mind blowing. It's just sort of like a simple man going through simple things, but it just suits the album. Like like with the album when like the windscreen wipers on the worst, like whoosh, whoosh, all she needed wasn't like if you're reading it as you're reading, they're in the sitting in the car with the rain. So that's got to do with the story.
Oh, he paints a picture to this
exactly,
to the
and like
Sonics.
with the radio, like Power 6101, that's the list of the radio as you're reading it. So it's all to do with what he read.
Wow.
So for those who don't know that. That's what, because the internet was. Like, it was a concept album about what he writ to do, so the music makes you feel as much, but even if you don't know about that, you can still take a lot from it. So that's to me why that album is, like, his best album and one of my favourite albums, for sure.
And did you know he did a show called Pharaohs?
Wasn't it out?
No, it was like a live show. Kind of camp. It was like a festival. He had a festival thing. It was private. Basically, it was really kind of weird in a way. They took away everybody's phones so there could be no recording. Had a huge bag of phones.
I like this.
Right? So then he had this big tent and he was performing. Childish Gambino came in. He had paint all over him.
Yes.
And it fits in with the aesthetic of this woman, of this model, very well. And he had kind of paint African looking all over him. And he performed... This is confirmed from the people who went to Pharaohs in America, that he performed this album to them. And I believe Pharaohs was the previous title. It's now called...
Because that's what I heard from the first place. Like he was like, oh, Pharaohs is coming up. But that was a long time ago. And rumours, it was never confirmed.
Awaken My Love, I think, is the changed title.
Yeah, I actually love what he did about... Because so many times I go to concerts, and there's nothing wrong with people bringing out their phones to record, but so many people just like bring out their phones, whatever... record it, and then they'll be enjoying themselves, but in a different manner. And I don't think they might get enjoyment out of it. But to me, when I go to a concert, I don't pull out any media. I'm just there and I'm taking the memories and I'm enjoying myself.
Respect.
Yeah, and I feel like social media is such a big thing these days, and some people would rather see other people see them enjoying it than them enjoying it themselves.
That's it, really. That's it.
And I think you should try and enjoy things as much for yourself as for other people, because those people aren't gonna those people aren't there. They're not feeling what you're feeling. Tell them the story. Let them feel it from that.
That's a whole nother discussion of the confines of social, what the internet has done to our behavior. It's a whole nother conversation.
It's a big thing that Donald Glover likes to really touch on.
But Pharaohs, Awaken My Love, December 2nd, is very soon. I look forward to it.
Oh, I'm pumped, man. He's absolutely changed up everything about what he's doing, and I love that. It's not hip-hop. It's not... I don't know what it is.
It sounds like
I still expect him to drop bars in this album, but I don't know when. But we'll see.